Hello everyone, welcome back to the Book of Hours. So where we left off, I said I'd move some stuff around, and I have. Unfortunately, tools are quite big and they look terrible stacked up here, but I've tried to just collect an assortment of them. I'm going to maybe put that there, grab this, move it down there. So yeah, Grail, Lantern, Forge, Forge but better. Okay, so we don't need this one. In a few places, like down here, we have some other Forge tools. I don't need replicas, I don't think, so I'm just going to leave them out of the way. We also have this lunar globe and this Baron Silence's astrolabe, which are bloody giant, but they are potentially useful tools for us. And then yeah, Dear Lens, which is, thinking more and more about it. I thought before, oh, I don't really want one of these because they're one use only, but I mean, hey, they have Forge, Edge, Sky and Lantern, or mainly the Sky and Lantern 2 aspect. Could be useful. Did we ever acknowledge this room? We forgot to acknowledge this room. There is a shrine to the Watchman in here. A radiant stair. The Watchman's shrine here is decorated with the eye Elagabalin, a controversial variant of the Watchman's eye. The Elagabalin rites have always been a shaky doctrinal status. It would not often have been seen, of course. The stairs were reserved for the choir monks who sang the Liturgy of the Hours, the only one permitted to enter the chancel. Still, it is a little surprising that the eye was allowed to remain when the monastery was dissolved and the isle given to the dwarfs. Okay, beeswax candle. Let's just skip that one. Hopefully we can get out of winter and not have that repeatedly. There is also, we should just allow time to pass because that creaking has been getting on my nerves, but I should need to think first. Start of the day. There we go. We at least have something other than the howling wind. So I managed to flashbang my memory and forget all about. I think we can do Grail. Two from this. I got two from that now. Two from this, two from that, and two from the base, and then a tool. The rain, however, can we use the rain on anything productive other than we can use it to open a book, can't we? Maybe. Potentially, do we have any? We have an 8. Where is our health plus? It is here. I guess 2. I just want to be able to put things on the floor. They're flowers. They're supposed to go on the floor. So 2, 4, 6. I don't think we'd be able to crack into this safely. Because we'd be relying on... We don't have any memories that would help us other than the weather. What other skills do we have? Pull this up. Nope, no other skills. We would basically be relying on... not the most impossible. Screw it. I want to take a risk, so... Why not? we can do this, this, and the skill, and then just hope that we get something safe out of it. We also have a few things to consider. I will put these over here, just so I'm aware of them. This is my pay attention spot. And we're going to hire the midwife with... we can use either, I believe. So we're going to throw that in there. And that can go in there. All this money and I'm still not hiring actual good people. Possibly because I saw someone complaining that they were annoyed at not being able to open rooms, so I'm just showing how far you can get without, you know, hiring anyone expensive. I forgot entirely to pay the woman. That was my mistake. Throw that in there, try again. Throw that in there. And we can speed up. So we have the midwife. We have... that is in process. So we're going to talk to you about our... sure. And then after talk about the scales, if we can get at them. Cool, collect that. Throw you in there with... if I can click it. There we go. So we have... it's educational, a part of our soul with... no, we unfortunately don't have any more grail to throw into that. On divine inspiration or just the right breath of air at the right time. This mood increases certain aspects. So it just happens? Okay. Maybe. And wall art. Okay, let's tuck this down here. What is the strongest wall art we have? There's quite a bit up here. Need this grail, there's one. If we can, we want to hit... what do we need? Oh wait, we need damn it, I'm an idiot. Could have thrown that in. I was thinking we were doing grail because of the other one. And if that were the case, we'd have been fine, but we're fine anyway. There we go. Because of that symbol. Health plus. It's too much red. Cool. We've met the challenge. Cool. So this was the Beekeeper's Ends. Milligro spends an entire chapter on his hatred of wasps, which he describes as the vile pretenders. I agree. Horrible things. Milligro claims that bees retain many traditions passed down from earlier and greater branches of their species, but that they are fiercely jealous of these traditions being passed to the lesser insects, and insist above all on an oath of secrecy. Tragically, therefore, he is unable to describe these more substantial and powerful traditions. Oh, he's crazy. Sure, the bees have traditions that they're keeping secret from everyone else. You definitely know them, but you're not allowed to share them. Memory of Impulse from the Beekeeper's End. Memory... oh, man. Memory... Impulse, if I can remember to write that word. Moth. Oh. Moth 2 and Nectar. Nice. Cool, so that is... we also have that from Travelling at Night, Volume 1, but who's counting ready? Ooh, Lesson Insects and Nectars 2. Perfect. That means that we can immediately upgrade that to a second level, I think. As long as memory impulse is in our favour. It should be. One would think. One being me. Cool. The midwife. You're going to be chilling for now because we don't have the right grail memory just yet. Insects and nectars. The hive, the nest, and the chrysalis are the three secret principalities of the lesser world. Two of those three know the temptation of sweetness. Okay. Good for candle making, the bosk, and nectar drumming. We are going to throw that in there to be upgraded, if I am correct. Throw that in. Nice. And then after this we will definitely be needing to bolster midwife's assistance, which we can do from Grail 2, the skeleton songs. There we go. That is what we're working on, right? Yeah. Cool. Throw that in there with some frost. Start that. Pause. Go over to here. Grab the cash out of there. Should we seek to hire an actual professional? Maybe, but not today. What can we do with this? We cannot scroll while we are on this tree, which is a bit annoying. Cool, so if we were to put it in here, we would get Arab. The Grail's Favorlings, the bright-winged, dark-winged, Glitterflorge kind, fuck that word, called themselves the Grail's Favorlings. They are gone now, like all the carapace kinds, but we can still use the arts of the hive to glean the sweetness in the hidden place of the wood, the legacy of the carapace cross bosk. Second Arab might be quite nice, or put it into here for another fet. The bright-winged, dark-winged, fucking word, kind called themselves the moth's spawn. They're gone now, like all the carapace kinds, but we can still use the art of the nest to follow the old roads of the night, the legacy of the carapace cross nectar drummy. I think we're gonna go with the bosk, I think. Yep, because I'd rather have more Arab. Cool, so that's been committed. We can go here, we can go here, and did that just skip on to the next one? Sure. Cool. What are we doing? We are getting that memory. Yes. Nope, we're not considering her, we're talking to her. About a memory. What else? We should probably explore up here and further and beyond. We can hire someone. Let's hire someone tomorrow. As in, like, from pay them. Was that a 4? That was a 4. Okay. Crack that open. Do we need knock and rose to be able to open that? Do you reckon? Is that how it works? Ooh. I just allowed time to pass, didn't I? And now we can't because it's night time. No, we can. We can't hire them at night. We can have them open a room during the night. Witching Tissen. To mend a broken heart, to colour a pale soul. Okay, it's a beverage. Put it there. What else do we have? We are considering that. I believe we are able to do so at some point. Has she? Yep, she's opened the room. Refectory. Here, the whole curia used to meet, the librarian and the secretary's servant, vigilant and enigmatic. Sometimes even the secretary nunciant, though the duties of that office usually kept him away from the house. But there has only ever been one secretary persistent, and she was never liked to eat in company. She is never liked to eat in company. That was in the good times of the curia's heyday. In later years, the governor of the gaol would sit at one end, the librarian at the other, and the clock would tick away the long silences between their words. Okay, there's the clock. Watch clock, reputedly crafted for the masks during the Great Writhing, sure, whatever. The hatching, human figures crawl from a clamshell. Scale. Portrait of a behatted lady. Yep. Night mirror. And a vase of lilies. Okay, so just kind of a fireplace in here. A heart-haunted room. The light in this room dims in pulses of sunset red over and over in a half-hearted heartbeat that matches the crashing of the waves below. It'll need careful exorcism from someone attuned to these influences. Okay. Yeah. Yep. We're getting a good ways in. This one here, we're just kind of lacking in both scale and knock. We can probably hire someone from the inn. I hear that is doable. Yeah. Okay, so what the hell are we doing today? It looks like we have 2 days left of winter. We can, if we're not doing anything with our health, we can grow some plants. We now have, where is it? There. We have 2 nectar skills. Ooh, that one's quite strong. Yeah, because it's second of all, obviously. Duh. Yes. I think we can. I hear people talking in the background. Ignore them. If you hear them, ignore them. Yeah. What can I do? We have a film. So that's a crafting station, isn't it? That's for challenges. So don't worry, I'm not. My brain works on ADD. So reel of film. And you thought books were flammable? Readable in only the broadest sense. Find a projector to play this. So, okay. So it's a crafting station, but you do that with it. Okay. I would like to find a cure for this thing, but who knows how. We're gonna keep it sat there. But we do have quite a lot of chore just from this. Sorry, we have quite a lot of heart just from our chore and health. I don't know if someone was shouting. Whatever. I said that I was going to hire someone properly. If I can, hold on. More editing. Yes. So I said that I was going to hire someone proper from the inn today. So let's have a look at that. We can throw this in here. Find out what unusual passerby might be looking for employment. Sure. Meanwhile, what else are we going to be doing? I'm bored of checking rooms. Let's just focus on. We can open up the Devoured Tantra. We have a storm. Damn it! Now I got to find a room to open because that's a good aspect for it. Heart. What would that be with? So the midwife has 1 heart, that brings her up to 5. The chore, we can bring her up to 8. And then the bowl, which I forgot to put the bowl there. The bowl, we can bring her up to shit. Hang on. Fuck's sake, are they still calling me? Sorry, there is going to be many cuts in this video because people keep talking at me whilst I'm, I'm doing this. And by talking at me, I mean shouting at me from the other end of the house. So yeah, I gotta keep cutting bits out. Fuck it. Anyway, midwife. With the storm, we can bump them up to 9 aspect. So veiled chamber. Where was this? There's that. Where was veiled chamber again? There. Is there a more interesting place to open up? Technically that place. That place is also doable. That place is not. So one of these. Heart Haunted Room. That's got some stuff in it, doesn't it? What are we looking at here? There's a press. That looks like a... No, that's a laundry room. Yeah? Linen room? Oh, a painting room. I was looking at sheets up here, and there are sheets. It looks like maybe some sort of paper press place? Maybe. Alternatively, a bedroom. Beds are nice. And then there's up here a candle room. I don't think we have... I don't think this gives us the ability to make candles. This has long been a very holy place, too holy to be left untended safely for this long. There are 77 candles, and each one burns with a chill blue flame, each flame inhabited by a watchful spirit. I should not enter until each flame has been cleansed or extinguished. So yeah, technically 9 aspect would be best used up here, but I honestly just would rather get into a paper mill, or this place here, I think. Also, that does technically lead to a dead end in the sense that we already have access to this room. So, let's go for whatever this is. I'm seeing paint brushes at least, and also paint cans. We'll do that. We just need to make sure that we have Arab employed there, and we remember to pay them this time because we're smart and we learn from our mistakes, don't we? We opened up elderflower cordial. Sure. Like that. We're just gonna shove that down in the pantry because we're not too interested. I wanted to put this bowl down somewhere. Where can I put down a bowl? God damn it, it's full of everything in here. Let's see if I can shuffle these around. Bowl, scales. Put this up here because it's massive and it obstructs. And there we go. Cool. Made it fit. Yes, kitchen bowl. Cool. What are we doing? We are forgetting that we need to be considering something. That is 1 second away, that's fine. We can, I think, just do that. But so we have the memory for midwife. So we don't need to consider anything for her. The Grail, we have a second Arab now, so we can use that safely. See, we're smart and we learn things. So we just need a Grail memory for that, which we can get from this one. We consider that. And then we have this book. That was the sound of midwife. This one still turning away. Throw that in there. Talk about the weather. Which will, yeah, then we throw the chore at her. Yep. We can, yeah. I realise I just can't be bothered to make the most efficient use of our time. If I'm, you know, keeping this verb active, that's great. Old habit from Cultist Simulator was to keep everything, like all the verbs in use all at once. But honestly, since in this place the verbs, as it were, are, you know, random organs or beds or something scattered about the place, I'm not keeping track of all that easily. We can do this though. What does this one have? One. Pretty sure it doesn't make a difference, the strength of the nectar, only that it contains nectar, but we can try, see if it's a bit stronger. And in here, throw that and that. Then we talk to midwife about our chore. Good for Netta. Cool. The melody, resort all that. Then we crack into this book with that memory, that and that. Awesome. We have you up to 8 heart. We care about this place. Unlock. Who did we get from here? Passing by consulting engineer, forge, sky, and lantern. Okay. Forge, sky, and lantern. Nope. No. No. I don't think we have many lantern or sky available. Oh, we got up here, I suppose. Okay, we got some lantern up here. Fun enough, we can probably do that. Assuming we hire them, they have 4. Frost should push them up to 6. A memory to 8. And we have a tool for 9. So yeah, we can do one of these. Echoing chamber or ill-omened tower. I think the ill-omened tower, just to get further up here. The quicker we do this, the better I feel. Yeah, so talk to you about some pay. Do we have enough time in the day? I think so. This should be completed. We have that, we have that, we have that, and we have, we will need, well, where is it? Letters to my successor. There we go. Always that book. Which is, whereabouts? There. We will keep it there so I don't have to return it after. You combine? No. Okay, you get a whole pound note. Collect. Immediately start talking to you, because we need to rush. Just a bit. We're considering that book. We have opened... yeah, okay, so a bit of a supply closet, it seems. Stores. At the time of the Prayer Book Rebellion in 1549, Hendrik used this room as a prison cell for unfortunate locals. Is it prison? Okay. Including the cunning man and rebel ringleader, Red William, who had boasted of the curse he placed on Hendrik's heirs. There will be no seventh of his line. There is a story told in Rankrug village that Hendrik came to speak with the imprisoned William in prison. There will be no second of your line, he told him, and he had him gelded here in this very cell, and cast into the darkness of the caves below the house. There is another story that Ever the Wolf once answered an importunate suitor by bringing him here to this room and pointing out a stain upon the stones. I see that sign there. You think you can just carve a glyph into a rock and I won't notice? A rock, a barrel? I know the difference between wood and stone. What the hell are they? Okay. So, what things have we in here? We have a tool, a vessel with an ambiguous history. We already have a edge tool, the saw, so we're not going to bring that up there. Bottled candle. Box of rarities, sure. Bolt of moss green velvet. Paint, palest blue. Basket of clean towels. Isle water, yep, sure. Anything in particular? Some more stuff to loot. Glue. Yeah, okay. Paint, paint. Paint. The wood is probably not this colour. Trees are rarely this colour. The paint is the precise colour of the Atlantic Ocean at 4 o'clock on a clear autumn afternoon. Oddly specific, sure. People are never this colour. Depends how much carbon monoxide they breathe in. Paint. The paint is nothing like the sun. Wire, the kernel's metal. Okay, metal. So we could use that in the forge, maybe. Paraffin for a bright flame, and for the brightest flame, of course. And there's a saw, in case we didn't already have one. Neat. And then we have a blockaded staircase. Someone has filled these stairs with bulks of timber and broken furniture. They filled the timber and furniture with signs to bring shadow and despair. Did they want to prevent an intruder from passing or a resident from leaving? Either way, it'll be difficult and careful work to open the stairs. Ooh, that's a lot. Well, that's a lot of options, if anything. Okay. Ninth level, but pretty much anything. Not pretty much anything, but you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options out of many. So we can talk to you about we're boosting your lantern, correct? Yes. I was wondering why I had a 5, but yeah, our Fost also gives one sky. Brain? What were we doing, Brain? I don't know. We are retrieving this. More flowers. I won't accumulate too many. The lack of ground will physically prevent me. Can I put this down here? No. It doesn't want to shuffle to the end. Okay, put you there. There you go. Whole bunch of bouquets. Cool. Tool. And we have... Yeah, we were working on this, weren't we? The devoured tantra warns of the uses and dangers of appetite, but devotes an entire passage to the star-limbed hunger bringers, who it describes with obvious affection. Star-limbed hunger bringers. Sure. A million blazing fires in the belly engulf what has been swallowed by the multiform mouths. Confounding parable. Lesson Applebright. Euphonies. Alright. Let's make a note of that. Tantra gives confounding parables. Yes. And that offers us... I'm just going to be smart and start copy paste when I've already got it written down. Cool. Collect that. We're gonna... Wait, devoured tantra, we can put this away. We aren't in a rush to use it. Letters to my successor, we do this, don't we? Fost, yeah, we've already used our other Fost on the fellow person. Yep. Can we... There we go. There we go. Cool. Now we can learn this lesson. And we're going to have to keep in mind that. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. How many times can I say there we go? Hey look, Applebright, euphonies. Breath is the temptation of the soul. Pleasures and insights that the church would call the secret laws, the sisterhood, the mysteries, and the bureau unsanctioned. I mean, Sky 2, Grail, not much interesting there. Gather that. Confounding parable. Do we want to make something with that? We can, I think, make a sign, right? This one sticks around. What did we lose in the past? I swear we've lost one of these before. Like it got made and then instantly removed, unless maybe we made something else. Probably. Okay. Well, we have a memory. How risky are we feeling? How daring are we feeling? Since we have Inks of Power and plus Fet is 6, Confounding Parable is 8. We're pretty much there, you know? We just need to hit something usable. Oh, and we also need the language. Which language is this? A Sly language. So we can try it, but we don't know the language. Hyksos. The shepherd kings brought their speech west from Canaan to use in their wards and snares. Had they never come to Egypt, they might never found a way to write it. Given its addictive qualities, this might have been for the best. I'm curious what happens if we press start, because we don't currently have the language to read it. Now that is a complication then. Can we use Rose elsewhere, I wonder? Oh, obviously we can use it in I say obviously. There we go. Memory, inspiration, skill, soul. So we had one more memory, but we don't have time for it. Okay, so I haven't recorded what I get from a 10th level rose thing with the Inks of Power. If I were to inquire, Inks of Power at the 5th level creates a salt sign. Is the salt sign usable here? Not even, you know, not even with intent to use it. I just want to be able to see what a 10th level rose produces. A lot of crafting stations. I might want to be making notes of that, since crafting is, you know, probably important, especially later on. Yeah, trying to hunt down a suitable place for it is kind of getting a bit annoying. I think we can, yeah, put this in here. We're not going to use it, but if we were to look at this again, what does it ask us? Well, for a scholar level recipe, if I trace the sign with a light, I can wring a rosy essence from the air. Use a rudimentary ink to trace a sigil of sense and sunset, which is that. For a scholar level recipe, if I trace the sign with a light, what light? What? Oh, like a that. Okay, yeah. Which we might have one of those, right? Somewhere, I think. Where there was a candle that was pinkish in colour, if I'm not mistaken. I know, because it was slightly different to the one that was purplish in colour. See, this is why we need. Oh, there we go. Inks of Power with scholar level plus light creates ichor or auroral. And that gives that has 11 rows. So, what has rose in it? That. Refine memory to something of rose. Path and pilgrim with scholar level something plus memory creates enduring reflection. So it needs a memory, scholar level rose plus a memory creates an enduring reflection. I don't know what that means. The reason why we need the candle in there and the sign is because they provide free aspect. We'd be too short otherwise. Too short? I mean, as in like, not the number 2, as in too short. We'd be 3 short, technically. However, so Path and Pilgrim creates a salt sign, as does Inks of Power, but on a scholar level. I'm gonna make note of this. So rose, Inks of Power plus light equals what was it again? Ichor or auroral. And path. Hang on. Sorry, more interruptions. Path and Pilgrim. Plus that. What that gives us, so Path and Pilgrim plus memory equals a enduring reflection, which sounds like a memory in and of itself. Hopefully a strong one. Yeah, I'm not going to do this right now though. Something to keep in mind, and certainly something I want to try when we have the strength for it. Take these out. Remembrance. And a thingy. A mark. I'd be happy to use the salt sign in that. I don't know, where the hell did it put that salt sign? Gone somewhere in it. Oh, it's up there. Okay, so we have another memory that gives rose, don't we? Wistful Air. That's good enough. Apprentice Sky. Sorry, that's the book we get it from. Wistful Air plus a confounding parable is 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the salt sign will allow us to get what was it called? The enduring reflection, which sounds like it'd be a strong memory. Something to keep in mind, but something for later. We are well and truly past the half-hour mark, even with all the stuff I have to cut out. So I'm going to call it there for today. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like, etc. Next time we're going to be thinking of some more things. Don't know what I'll be doing. I'll try and get a plan together between sessions. But until then, thank you for watching.